What? Hello and welcome to a massive day. Massive day. Trisha, why don't you join me? Trisha, if you can join me, or also tell me in my other phone what are the clips you have for us. So just WhatsApp me on my other phone about the clips that you have for us. I know you've created that Mithali and Jhulan package. I know what this test match is all about. You've not slept at night as well. Many have. Clearly, if you talk to Lisa Sthalekar, you will know what this test match means. Uh, we know what how excited people are, and why not? 15 years since India and Australia have last played a test match against each other, and it's a grand occasion. It's a grand occasion. To real stalwarts of the game going out to toss. Perhaps sad to say, but is this the last time that we are seeing Mithali Raj and Jhulan Goswami in whites? Probably yes, because clearly both will give it up after the World Cup. So this is the last time that we are seeing Mithali Raj and Jhulan Goswami in whites. The last time they will play the pink ball, red ball, whatever you want to call it. The last time they will be in India colors in the long form. So in every sense, this is a historic occasion. Why don't we do it? Why don't we set it up with what Mithali and Jhulan Goswami mean to each other and that partnership? Trisha and Trisha, she put together this package for you. Take a look at it as we come back with details of the toss and the teams. Here's Mithali and Jhulan. Yesterday, I actually had tweeted Jhulan that I'm delighted for Jhulan. That it just came very naturally to me. I tweeted that I'm delighted for Jhulan, and Mithali wrote below that tweet, "She's my best." Loved it. I mean, this whole thing that the two of you have led Indian cricket for 20 years, and in England, she signed off on a high. Australia, in the ODI format, you signed off on a high. Maybe the two of you will not tour these countries together because the next major tournament is the World Cup. So it's great to see this, that line that she's my best, mutual respect, camaraderie. It was great to see. So, you and Mithali, this pair, again, I mean, you all have done so much for Indian cricket. Thoughts on that?
See, Will is playing with her since under 19 days. In my first under 19 days, and when I debuted, she was my vice captain that time, because such young age she was taking the responsibility. So yeah, it was fun playing with her. Always enjoy, and honestly speaking, nowadays she's so much cool, calm. She knows what she is going to do. It's a different Mithali. What we saw her in earlier and now, she was much different, more mature. She able to take a right decision. She's on to lead the team from the front, and it's always been pleasure playing with her. It's no doubt about that, because such a legend she is, and it's honor playing with her.
Hi, Trisha here. Jhulan Goswami, in a recent interview on Sports Today, spoke about playing with you and how you have grown as a leader. What's your take on the Miljhul partnership and Jhulan Goswami's importance in this one-off test?
I think both of us have been playing for a long time. I've seen I've seen her as a young bowler who came into the side. The test match way back in England also, where she's got those wickets for us, the crucial wickets. And I think that now that she's scoring runs, it's so good to see her, because all the time I have emphasized that she can bat and she can add those valuable runs. So finally she started to score runs. So as a captain, I'm very happy to see her scoring runs. Getting wickets is part of her skill. She's always done that for India, and the best part about her is that she's always around the young speedsters in her side, trying to give or share her experiences. And that is why I guess having her around, we are able to nurture players like Meghna Singh and Pooja Vastrakar.
Wow, look at that pace attack. Australian women won the toss and electing to bowl. Look at that pace attack, Trisha. Alyssa Healy, Beth Mooney, Meg Lanning, Elise Perry, Talia McGrath, Annabelle Sutherland, Darcy Brown, Stella Campbell. That will be some pace for the Indians. Take it. How worried are you for our girls?
Actually, Boriada, you and I had spoken about this, that we both wanted India to bowl first. We just wanted their nerves to settle down a bit and then bat first, because obviously, as Mithali mentioned in the press conference yesterday, that Indian team has practiced for the pink ball for only 3 days. So I'm kind of worried. But you know what I'm not worried about is, say, for example, a Shafali Verma wouldn't really think about this and go all out. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed if she can get us through at least 5, 10. You never know.
You know, Trisha, it's a green wicket, is what I'm told. They won the
Yes.
toss, plus
Yes.
the pink ball.
Plus pink ball.
What are you expecting? I mean, I'm going into this test match with a very open mind.
Same
Whatever
here.
I see, I'm going to enjoy. I'm not going to sort of judge the girls by anything. After losing the
Absolutely.
toss against an Australian team with the pink ball, we've seen the men get all out for 36 with the pink
Anything
ball,
more
because you
than that,
don't play
I'm
with that.
happy.
So anything can
more
happen.
than that.
Having said that, I'm delighted Yastika Bhatia making her debut. Talk about it.
Yeah, the way she showed a lot of promise in the ODI team, and from the time you and I had a chat about how Rahul Dravid believes that, she is a player to look out for. I think I have I roughly knew that she is going to make her debut, because if you remember in the England Test match, the number 3 plays, there was a slight bit of problem, with Poonam Raut coming in. So I did expect Yastika to make a debut, and I'm super excited for the youngster. But I'm also a little worried because the pink ball exposure, as far as the Indian team is concerned, has been pretty less. Uh, I think, but in the nets, these guys were batting very well. Shafali, Mithali, let's hope they carry the same form there, because it's definitely going to swing. And day and night test match. You tell me, how worried are you, or how excited are you about this test match?
Let us give you the teams once more. Let's give you the teams. So Australia has won the toss and elected to bowl. Australian team: Alyssa Healy, Beth Mooney, Meg Lanning, Elise Perry, Talia McGrath, Ashley Gardner, Annabelle Sutherland, Sophie Molineux, Georgia Warham, good to see her fit, Darcy Brown, and Stella Campbell. So as you can see, there's a hell lot of bowling there. Elise Perry, Talia McGrath, Ashley Gardner, Annabelle Sutherland, Sophie Molineux, Georgia Warham, Darcy Brown, and Stella Campbell. Meg Lanning has 8 options, and 5 of them pace. Darcy Brown, Stella Campbell, Elise Perry, Annabelle Sutherland, and of course, Talia McGrath. So on a green wicket, the Australian captain has tossed it to the Indians. Go do something there. What does Mithali Raj and company do? This is going to be a test by fire. Clearly, there'll be some short stuff. We've seen Darcy Brown try that in the ODIs. We've seen Stella Campbell try and bowl short to the Indians. Don't be surprised if some short stuff come their way. What will be the approach of Shafali Verma? Will she be the Shafali Verma that we know? Will she go for it? Is that the only way she can bat? Will she take her time? What will be the approach of the Indian openers? What do you say, Trisha?
I think Shafali has shown in the third ODI that she can take the other route as well. It's not always bang bang. She'll bat according to according to the ball, the way the way she feels. That if she feels that it's a ball where she can back herself up and go for a hit, she'll do that. And if she feels that she needs to defend the ball, she'll do that. Short ball, she has shown that she's aware that Australians are going to give her these bouncers. So I think overall, I think her approach will be much like it was against England.
Okay. What is the total? I mean, none of us know what is a good total. Will India be happy with 200? Will India be happy with what? 200? 175?
Yeah. That range is good, 175 to 200, because Meghna Singh and Jhulandi will swing the ball. So I don't think it'll be
As someone who's played the game, as someone who's been invested in women's cricket, perhaps the last time you're going to see Mithali Raj and Jhulan Goswami in whites for India. What is that about? Tell me.
It's absolute goosebumps, Boryada, and I haven't been able to, I cannot tell you how big this occasion is and how excited I am. At the same time, somewhere there's a heavy heart, and I'm a little emotional also, because these two stalwarts mean everything. Like, when I started playing cricket as a kid, they were the ones I was looking up to. So knowing that this is the last time probably we'll be seeing them in whites actually makes me feel a little emotional, and I really want India to do well in this test match.
Okay, so we tell you again, Australia has won the toss and bowling the teams. Indian team, Smriti Mandhana, Shefali Verma, Poonam Raut, Mithali Raj, Yastika Bhatia, Deepti Sharma, Tanya Bhatia, Pooja Vastrakar, Jhulan Goswami, Meghna Singh and Rajeshwari Gaikwad. So Meghna Singh, Yastika Bhatia, both making their debuts. Talk to me about both of them. Very impressive Meghna Singh in that ODI series, getting the ball to move. Yastika Bhatia, Rahul Dravid tells me can be, is one player to watch out for. We really love the lazy elegance from Yastika Bhatia. So talk to me about our two debutants.
Apart from the lazy elegance, what is important is with the inclusion of Yastika Bhatia, now if you see, we have got Smriti Mandhana, Yastika Bhatia, Deepti Sharma, three left-handers in the top order, and then we also have right-handers, Shefali, Poonam, Mithali. So there's a good mixture of both left-hand, right-hand batting, so that will kind of, the Australians will have to adjust their length, and Yastika has shown that she can handle the short ball well. Obviously, every left-hander has a lazy elegance about them, and Yastika has both the shots and she can also defend. So I think it is going to be important. And Meghna, as I said, Meghna was superb in the ODI, and she'll be important. I think she'll be opening the bowling with Jhulandi, obviously, and both of them, will be swinging the ball, and it won't be easy for Australia also, Boryada.
Okay. For me, there are three things that I'm going to watch out for. Are the Indians overall? Because clearly pink ball will move. What happens under lights? For example, if India gets to about 170, 180, the real batting sessions are the first two. How do they adjust? Because it's not about just getting into the test. So if you get the ball to hit, you hit. Because if you are able to do that, and this is one of those formats where if you get the first session going your way, you might well get to about a 200 and then get to bowl under lights against the moving pink ball. With Jhulan in the form that she is, with Meghna getting the ball to move, it might not be easy for even the Australians, the great Australians, to bat under lights. So that's something the Indians must keep in mind. They need to pace their innings accordingly, strategize accordingly to be able to play the pink ball test. Thoughts on that?
Absolutely. I think India should not think ahead of themselves and go session by session. Obviously, set small targets, I would say. For example, their first session target should be not to lose more than probably one wicket. And then from there on, take it session wise. And I don't think when you go to the twilight phase, you would want to be more than 3 wickets down. That's important.
The other question I want to ask, I mean, if you see that the makeup of the two sides, we've got Pooja Vastrakar, we've got Meghna Singh, we've of course got Jhulan Goswami. Very sad for Sneh Rana to miss out after that incredible test match in England. You feel for it. I mean, India's gone with horses for courses. Maybe that's why Pooja Vastrakar, Meghna Singh and Jhulan Goswami and Sneh Rana misses out. Your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. I think the problem was if you had to fit in Yastika Bhatia, then obviously Sneh Rana had to make a way. And seeing the pink ball and the conditions, I think India needed more batting cushion. So that way they went for a proper batter in Yastika. And Rajeshwari has been bowling well. So that's why they thought of including Rajeshwari also, because Deepti Sharma obviously is a off spinner, same as Sneh Rana. So probably that is the main reason they went for a variation in Rajeshwari Gaikwad. It's unfortunate that they missed out, like Sneh Rana missed out. Obviously, she was fantastic in the ODIs also. Third ODI also, she was the reason we won. So, yeah.
Okay, 15 minutes to the game. So let's sort of build up for another 5 minutes. Trisha's heart is beating, she says. A lot of people are. I mean, all of India's supporters, the entire lot, all of us, the legion of Indian fans who've been waiting for this particular day, for the day-night test, pink ball test for our women. I was chatting with Saurav Ganguly last night, and about midnight in our time, which was in London. So he was like, we're going to wake up early morning and watch our girls play. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. So all of the cricketing world waiting and bracing themselves. Lisa Stalekar, extremely, extremely excited. Trisha, how important is slip catching going to be? Have the girls trained for that? Are they ready for it? Because they've not stood at the slips, they've not been there, they've not practiced this, they're not used to this. And then if they drop a Healy or a Lanning or a Mooney, and the match can go. So talk to me about that.
Obviously, slip catching will be tough. Fielding will be tough because sighting the pink ball will be, very difficult because you're not used to it. Red ball in itself, the girls are not too used to it, and pink ball is something absolutely new. So I'm really concerned during the twilight, phase, and also during evening, especially to see that moving pink ball and then to catch it. I think slip catching will be very important. Fielding will be very important because India hasn't been in the greatest of fielding forms. And while we discuss the targets to be set or the totals to be scored, I think fielding could also be one deciding factor. So it is important that the girls, field well and make sure that, they get that, that side covered.
So 4 debutants on Australian side: Annabelle Sutherland, Georgia Warren, Darcy Brown, and Stella Campbell, all on debut. What a moment for each one of them. Meg Lanning, what a moment for her. I mean, one of the greatest ever to have played the game. Incredible moment for Meg Lanning to come out to toss with the pink ball. A massive moment. If you are a follower of sport, irrespective of the result, soak it in. More than anything else, soak in the atmosphere. All I want is, as we close the show, I want Mithali Raj to do well. I want Jhulan Goswami to do well, just because of emotion. Because I won't see them with the red ball. We will see Smriti and Shafali and the rest of the girls. I will not see Mithali and Jhulan. Both of them are such close friends. Trisha, a wish for them, and let's close the show.
All I would say is I know they will do well because they are people whom you can rely on when India needs them to step up to. I just hope they do well, and I'll be slightly emotional throughout the test match.
On that note, wish all of them the very, very best. Difficult batting period for India, but Shafali Verma has defied all laws of science so far. Can Smriti Mandhana and Shafali Verma stand up? Can the Indian girls put up a decent total on the board? Plenty to happen. Difficult, as I keep saying, difficult for them. But that's what sport is all about. Adversity brings out the best in champions. Thanks very much for watching.